The Hanford site recently made history in preparations for future cleanup with the cutting of a hole into the dome of a waste-filled underground tank. It started at the Cold Test Facility, a 20-year innovative facility used for real-life training before new equipment and technology is used in the field.
We broke ground, first shovel went in mid-February of this year, and I've been here throughout the entire project.
At the Cold Test Facility, workers built replica concrete sections of the A-106 tank dome and put dirt on top of them. A-106 is in need of a new riser or long access tube through which crews can install waste retrieval equipment. A-farm tanks are known to have high radioactivity, so to limit worker exposure or dose, they used a mock-up at CTF to test the tank dome core cutting system.
The first practice cut didn't go very well. We got the bit stuck, so we did another cut, and that one was successful. And then we moved over to the test domes, and we had the planner, the full crew, and we did 2 test cuts in the test domes, and those went well.
It's a challenge to implement the different types of controls at a mock-up versus the actual job. And knowing, like out here, it's full-blown construction. You're doing an excavation, you're building some heavy, big items, but yet at the real job, you're just drilling a hole into the top of a tank. Very different. But yet you have to learn the things at the mock-up and then bring them into the job. So you have to accomplish all those things.
Through planning, meetings, and input from everyone, Thiesfeld was able to take a complex project and make it simple.
And the simple is where you get the work done, but you also have to balance all the hazards to make sure everything's covered.
Yeah, it started back in, what was it, June, July, when it was 100+ degrees out here at CTF. Long days in the heat, watching this drilling happen. Got a lot of good information from that, though. Learned where guys need to be, where guys need not to be, which helped us out in the field with the anticipated high dose rates that we were expecting to see out in the field, which helped us cut dose down tremendously.
All of the planning and testing truly made the real deal smooth and safe when the team took to the farm.
Down here, on these slabs down here, they made the concrete so much harder because they weren't sure, they knew it was softer out there, but they made it harder here. So it was like an hour to drill the hole with the rotor hammer bit down here. Out there, I think we popped through it in like 8 minutes. We're like, holy cow. That's when communication between team and planning really happened.
You get one chance at this. It was actually one rem, which is 1,000 millirem coming out of the hole. And if you put that into perspective, we limit our workers to 500 millirem for a whole year. So if you stood there, you'd get double the amount, And then once we pulled the actual core piece off, it was had hotter than we anticipated. So I actually had 10 rem coming from the bottom of the core, which is 10,000 millirem. And so that was an unexpected condition that we weren't expecting, but with the mock-up and the experienced HPTs and laborers and pipe fitters that we were able to work really well as a team to put it in a safe condition to where we didn't expose anybody to excessive amounts of dose.
A tool like the core cutter that essentially cuts a lot of that work out and dose out and increases the safety for our workers. It's an absolute golden investment that I think we should capitalize on.
Made up of 6 1 million gallon capacity tanks, A-Farm is the next full tank farm scheduled for waste retrieving activities. While the team will start with A-101 in the summer of 2024, the core cutting in A-106 brought it all one step closer to retrieval operations. And for the team, a prime example of trust in the field.
The field was flawless. Everyone knew what they were supposed to do, stayed on task, and we were successful.
Out in the field, the crew knocked it out of the park. I mean, that was by far our best cut so far.
It is satisfying. The day or two that they actually punched through was exciting.
If there was any challenges, they were caught down here at CTF, and I don't know if I've been a part of a job that went smoother in the field. This was very well done. Great teamwork all around.